It's a Move Forever Workbook Guide. Week 9. Improvise. Be an opportunist. Keep your eyes open for gaps in time and places where you can move your body. Seize the moment. Make stuff up. Frank Ferencic. Sometimes you'll see an opportunity to add a new movement to your practice for no real rhyme or reason. This also means there is no real rhyme or reason not to do it. You could stride over something, making the most of those long legs, using what nature gave you to help you make your way through the world. Or perhaps go under, giving those legs a bit of a challenge. You used your natural strengths a moment ago, now you're playing closer to the edge of your comfort zone. This blend is essentially what adventuring is all about. Go up and down to see what you can see, just because you can. You can learn a lot about your world when you view things from a different perspective. Be ready for inspiration to strike at any time. If you see a tree, a park bench, or a patch of grass and think, that would be perfect for... Don't hesitate. Don't talk yourself out of it, just go and do it. Your goal this week is simply to improvise as much as possible. Easier said than done, so don't expect to be brilliant at it right away. Laughter and smiles are a great outcome. So let's dive into the workbook and get this week underway. Here's the workbook layout. We plan, we do, then we review. So let's start with that plan. Pretty simple this week. We're going to just see how all the stuff that we've been doing over the past couple of months will express itself if we let it. See if we notice a difference. Simple as that. So let's see how we got on. I watched Laura juggling on the video last week. That's a skill I haven't quite mastered yet, so here's my improvised version instead. Building up the confidence slowly here. Because we all know football should be played on grass, really. Was there any real reason to crawl up this hill? Was there any real reason to turn our walk into a jog, a skip and a hop on this section? What reason could there possibly be to try to get underneath this bench? Ooh. Why set up a driftwood balance beam between these rocks? Why long jump over a couple of feet that you drew in the sand? Just because, of course. There's always opportunity to improvise in the dunes. Like on a steep bit, just like this. Or like picking the slightly less obvious route down to the bottom. Or like deciding not to do this jump, maybe because it's too hard, maybe because it's too easy. We're just using the dunes because that's what we've got around here. So midway through the week, Did we come up with any ideas and inspirations to take into the weekend? Adding a little something. We're getting more confident with the movements that we've been practicing. We're going to look at ways of increasing the challenge and keeping ourselves entertained in the process. Let's see how we got on. All we're doing in these pictures is seeking out more variation. It's everywhere around us and it provides infinite ways for us to practice those moves that we've been working on so far. This route from one bit of beach to the other, over the rocks, seems to get less tricky the more I do it. So I made it a bit harder this time. It's heavier than it looks, that log. One of the things we don't feel we've done enough recently is hanging and pulling up. It's mainly because of lack of places to do it, but now we found one. So let's hang. So that's us for the week. Let's have a look back and see how we got on. Improvisation is a skill to build. It's not a natural talent, it's something to work on and get better at over time. It is challenging though. So, it's also a good measure of resourcefulness. All these moves we've been working on, all these opportunities we're trying to get better at spotting, improvisation for us is just resourcefulness in action. It's the same simple movements anywhere. All we're doing is using those movement skills we've developed so far in increasingly challenging and fun ways. It just makes you want to keep doing it. So as for the weekly checks, like I just said, it just makes you want to keep doing it. That's all we ever want out of our movement practice. This is called Move Forever after all. So now it's over to you. Use Move Forever, the workbook, this video, your own experience and intuition to plan out your week, then go about it curiously and enjoy yourselves. Don't forget to share your progress in the group. Pictures, videos, lessons and ideas. We love to hear how you're getting on. Please feel free to like this video, share it with your friends or even subscribe so you don't miss future editions. See you next week.